Hi, the title of this video is Electric Sucks, as it was posted on the comments of a anti-EV YouTube video, which made me laugh a lot, but at the same time it made me a bit sad and a little bit angry. Now, if you agree with this comment about electric sucks, please stay tuned, as I want to share my experience driving my Tesla Model 3 across the UK 800 miles in 2 days. Hi, my name is Nigel. I'm trying very hard to reach people that hate EVs and give my own experience of driving one for 2 years. And if anyone should be stuck in the past, it's me, as I've been driving for 50 years, diesel and petrol. I do hope you can like and subscribe, and please leave your comment below. That would be great. So, my wife Jennifer and I are driving 800 miles from North Cornwall to the top of Scotland, John O'Groats, taking the ferry to the Orkneys over 2 days in our Tesla Model 3. I've done the journey in the same car twice before in 18 hours without a hotel stop, and I did it once with Jennifer, and I promised last time in the snow of December 2022 to stay in a hotel in future, so that's actually what we're going to do this time. So I put our first day's destination in the Tesla touchscreen as Abington Services, south of Glasgow, on the M74. 460 miles away. It's just over halfway. It has nice friendly staff in the Days Inn hotel, and it also has Tesla Supercharger, so it's perfect. So the Tesla GPS gives so much information. When we arrive at Michaelwood Services, that's our first stop for supercharging, it will be 36% charge, and we'll need to charge for 20 minutes while we're getting coffee, visiting loos and exercising our legs. And it says the same at the next stop at Kill Services and Gretna Green. So if you charge longer, it recalibrates your journey, and you can always override it if you like, as you're very much in charge of the car. The car doesn't rule you. So we stopped at Michaelwood Services for supercharging and coffee, etc. The Tesla GPS is constantly updating. As the start of our trip, its previous car history was driving 30-40 miles an hour along Cornish roads, but now we're driving at 70 miles an hour in the wind and rain. So the car's performance has changed, and it recommends different charger stops. Now it's recommending Hilton Park, Charnwood Richard and T-Bay, but you can override it if you wish, if you have a favourite stop. One supercharger with only 4 chargers had cars waiting, so the GPS directed us to a different supercharger not far away on the M5 and M6 motorway. Most Tesla superchargers have 8 to 12 charge stations or more, so don't usually have that problem. I think the ones with only 4 are very much a thing of the past, and they're giving Tesla a bad name, so they should install a lot more there. I'm sure they are. With the updated stops, it continues to tell you when you will arrive, how much charge you will have, and how long you will need to charge. And if you take longer, it will recalibrate your remaining stops. Also, you can see how many supercharger stores are available and the costs per kilowatt hour. Charging from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the dearest time and the busiest, but 43p a kilowatt hour is a fraction of most public charging networks at 69p, 79p and more. But I like to avoid those times and pay just 35p kilowatt hour for charging before 4 p.m. or charging after 8 p.m. For us, 2 hours driving is more than long enough at any one time. So the superchargers come at the correct time to exercise and go to the loos, as well as having refreshments. The range is perfect, and I really don't need the long range model. Certainly got no desire to drive 500 miles with a tank full of diesel or petrol without stopping. It's probably very dangerous also if you do, but if you want to, that's entirely up to you. Certainly not for me. Before you arrive at the supercharger, the car preheats the batteries, and it tells you, as it makes the charging much faster. I often see YouTubers telling you not to buy an electric car in a much more expensive EV than a Tesla, looking at their phone app, searching for public chargers, and it makes me so angry because I know how simple the Tesla sat-nav system is. Why would you pay twice as much for something that's only half as good? It really makes no sense to me. Many of my regular viewers have Teslas or EVs, or are thinking of buying one, and that's great, and they know how good They are. They're not perfect, but most of us would never go back to diesel or gas. But it's so sad to hear comments like electric sucks from people who think all electricity is powered by coal and oil. And it's not. And young children working in mines digging for cobalt, which my Tesla LFP battery does not even have. And believing EV driving means constant range anxiety, which just isn't true. And batteries can't be recycled. They can. And some people are making billions of pounds recycling them. They don't go to landfill. It's all nonsense from the oil industry. I do hope some of the people who think that can watch this video of how enjoyable driving a Tesla really is. And if you can pass it on to them, that would be absolutely fantastic. So we arrived at Abingdon Services just after 4 p.m. So I didn't charge as it was at the higher price. I waited till the price dropped to 35p kilowatt hour after 8 p.m. It was 460 miles in 9 hours with enough stops for superchargers when we were getting refreshments, and we were never waiting for the charge to finish. It was the other way around and the car was waiting for us. Even when some Teslas parked next to us, slowing down the charging speeds with the AB chargers, when there were many more not sharing available a little further away. The men's room stall etiquette should be observed, but I think the new ones it doesn't apply anymore. But please let me know if I'm wrong about this. I'm sure somebody will. I regularly do price comparisons with the diesel Audi I had before the Tesla, and charging at home is less than a quarter or more of the price of diesel, depending on the time of day you charge, whether it's nighttime or daytime. Now, Octopus Energy is 9.5p a kilowatt hour. When I first had the car, it was only 5p. But I heard an EDF advertising nighttime rate of 7.5p a kilowatt hour, which is good news, and that's going to beat Octopus Energy, so good to have some competition there. Tesla superchargers are half the price of diesel, and our road trip to Scotland from Cornwall was no different. At Abingdon Services, with the friendly Days-in staff, it's good to see many more superchargers being installed like Charge Place Scotland, who will charge a much lower kilowatt price like Tesla, keeping the greedy, expensive public chargers down in England. On average, Charge Place Scotland's around about 38p, which is excellent. It's a shame England don't have Charge Place Scotland chargers for those people who don't own a Tesla. GridServe is contactless and quite simple to use, but the price has increased to almost double Tesla's, but a little bit below the super greedy oil companies. So driving to Scotland was not a race of how few stops we can make, but travelling in comfort, which the Tesla certainly is. And the cruise control and autopilot are great to use depending on the road conditions. And I could never go back to my old diesel Audi or any of the petrol cars I've owned. Thanks very much for getting this far. And the rest of the journey to the top of Scotland and the beautiful Orkney is coming soon. So please subscribe for notifications and hit the bell and like if you did. Please also comment below and don't forget to use your reusable coffee mug wherever you go. Thank you very, very much for watching. See you soon. Take care and drive safely. Bye for now.